All right, that's the holy place. And when he went into prayer with his Father, he certainly ascended into the Holy of Holies, didn't he? Something else on that we may find interesting. When the high priest went into the Holy of Holies, the Bible gives no record of this, but the Society has taught this in times past in Gilead, and it is verified by Hebrew scholars, that when the high priest went into the Holy of Holies, he had a rope tied around his heel. Can anyone guess as to why? Yes, Sister Brown?
This was in case he died, that he could be took out of there since no one else could enter in it.
Yes, no one could get in there, they would die. So if the high priest went in and died, who was going to get him? Well, they had the rope around his heel, and they would pull him out then by the rope if he should perhaps die in the Holy of Holies, and then they would not desecrate the presence of God by their own defiled flesh without being a high priest themselves. Now, the Holy of Holies was separated by a curtain. How did Jesus, once and for all time, enter into the Holy of Holies, into the very presence of God? Sister Furnace?
He did this when he died and gave up his fleshly human body.
Very good. They ripped through that curtain of flesh and went to the heavens with his God Jehovah. Now, will the will the sanctuary class always be working in the courtyards? Or do they all have an inevitable goal that they will be going to? Brother Brown?
Yes, their ultimate goal is to be with Christ in the heavens with their Father, Jehovah God.
Will the courtyard of the Gentiles always be in existence then? If the sanctuary is going to be phased out, the courtyard, that is, for the working area of the priests in the physical sense, about the courtyard of the Gentiles. Brother Brown?
No, since we would always be living on the earth, we would hope that that would be in existence, since that symbolizes our situation on the earth. But then we would think the holy place would be phased out.
Watchtower pointed out that the courtyard of the Gentiles would continue, but it did not specify how long. So there's no way of speaking dogmatically on that as yet till we have more information, but would appear that if the Gentiles one estranged from God, at the end of the 1,000 years, when we have become at one or had atonement and come into the family of God again as perfect sons, would it be reasonable to conclude then we'll still be Gentiles or those estranged from God? It would not seem to be so. But again, we'll wait and see until there's more definite information in print on that subject. We have a very interesting spiritual excursion then into that subject of the temple of Jehovah God. Are we in it now? Those are the great crowd of other sheep. Here we talked about all these parts. Are you in the temple? The spiritual temple? For the gates? Yes, those of us of the great crowd of other sheep, all of us, we're in the temple of Jehovah, and we have his tent of protection over us. It's his arrangement for pure worship, and we appreciate it very much.